Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled message from your future spouse. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the yellow flower, along with this card which says enchantment. Group 2 is the purple flower, along with this card which says balance. And group 3 is the red flower, along with this card which says eternal flame. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you would like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of these cards and the flowers to help you make your selection. Hi, Group 1. You chose the yellow flower, along with this card, which says enchantment. So I'll use this as one of the cards that I will be channeling from. I will pull some other oracle cards to set up the framework for the channeling. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense, so using the pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. So let's see, what does your future spouse want you to know from their higher self right now? Okay, so in addition to the enchantment card, we also have answered prayer, the gateway, universal heart, the mystic, and sacred union. I am seeing so many signs that are pointing me in your direction. Time, which at one point I had felt was working against us and what we could become together, seems to be speeding up in the most joyous way. I used to be so overwhelmed by your energy that long after we had parted ways still cloaked me with this perfumed essence of wonder. Now, I can't wait to wake up and come forth out of dreams and feel you there as my favorite garment to wear throughout the day. I sense your thoughts and I feel the fluctuation of your moods. You are like a swaying tree, and the breeze blowing me in the wind alongside you. I hear your thoughts so vividly, and in your moments of distress and doubt, I deliberately send my most loving thoughts in your direction in an effort to say, chin up, it'll be okay, even when words fail me in that capacity. I don't want to overwhelm you with how much I know and how much I sense and how much has been shown to me about this connection. And yet, a part of me knows that we are beyond words at this point in time. There is so much which needs to be spoken between us, and we have all the time in the world to make those plans for the future. For now, let us just continue to bask in this higher awareness of who we are to one another. I am expanding my perceptions of who I am in this universe and why I have come into this incarnation, to go through so many ups and downs, only to be shown the blessing of you, so beautiful and perfect in front of me, so close I could reach out and touch you right now if I wanted to. And there's a part of me that says, wait, hold back, that it is this buildup to that perfect conjunction that will make fireworks pale in comparison to what that declaration of forever should feel like between us. You have helped me so much to grow as I expand beyond the perceptions of myself and of this world and of what love can be. You dazzle me with the effortlessness with which you express who you truly are out in the open, wide for the world to see. I follow your lead, and I rely upon these silent conversations that we share, these reassurances, that slight twinkle in your eye, just the hint of a wink that says, yes, I am feeling what you are feeling too. There are so many factors and forces which have conspired to bring us together. Let's not let them down. Let's keep pushing forward, deeper within ourselves, holding on all the while to that higher knowing that there is something yet more to be experienced between us, something of great and wondrous significance to our intersection in this place in time. You are everything that I have been searching for, and so much more than I knew was ever possible in a connection between two people. You have unlocked a part of me, and I am going deeply within myself, unearthing and bringing forth portions of who I am, of my sensory perceptions, of my capacity to dream, and to bring those dreams here into the material world that I thought before were merely the stuff of fantasy. Yet here in the material world, all of this happens so quickly. I am having to be very mindful of the words in which I speak, and to be measured in the nature of my thoughts, for these all become things very quickly these days, it would seem. Still, I keep fixed on that horizon where it is you and I, hand in hand, moving through the current of time as we always have and should for the remainder of this life and beyond. And I know that whatever comes my way, whatever opportunities and open doors, or obstacles and detours, ultimately, they are all leading to that place where the dream of forever that I hold on to between you and I, that I have yet to articulate to you in words, where that can become the reality, where the fantasy can become flesh, and there is no more need to yearn and to pray and to wonder. You have opened so much for me, and I hope that I, in turn, have been able to illuminate in my way a unique path which you may find fulfillment should you choose to embark upon it. I wish to fill you with a sense of wonder at what love can be, and so I am searching deep within myself, clearing out the dusty corners and all the prohibitions that I have against rewilding myself once again, rendering the slate of my heart cleaned and cleansed from the detriment of all which had mimicked the sensation of true love before. You deserve the best of me, and I intend to give that to you. Keep holding on to that hope and trusting in the words between the words of what we speak to one another. There is no need to rush. There are forces beyond us guiding us each home to one another. And until we speak the next time, just know that I hold on to every word, and I imagine that I am close enough to kiss you goodnight. Someday, I promise that this will be our reality. I am moving with the ebb and flow of circumstances, and I am letting go of all excuses up to this point that have caused me to doubt and to procrastinate the only road to fortune that is clear, apparent, and known, and that is the road that leads me exclusively to you. So those are your messages. I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got P, A, Z, B, P, G, H, V, J, E, F, L, R, C, and N. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link in the description box as well as in the channel section of my page for that. The format over there consists of readings related to subjects other than love and romance, such as spirituality, ascension, wellness, and self-love. So if any of that sounds interesting, I invite you to check that channel out. I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the purple flower, along with this card, which says balance, which I will use for as part of the framework for the channeling. I'm going to pull some more oracle cards, and then I will get into the messages. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense, so using the pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. So what does your future spouse want you to know right now from their higher self? Okay, so in addition to balance, we also have heaven on earth, abundance, moon tree, spiritual growth, and guardian. not yet prepared to be everything that you need me to be. And so I am choosing to remain at a distance from you. I know that this is difficult to understand with your logical mind and with everything that seemed to be going so right between us, all the potential that was being actualized into these beautiful experiences that we shared. Inside, though, at the appointed hour, I was given notice that it was time to break away from you, to move deeper inside myself, to clear a path where unquestionably I could be that safe space for you, to match the vibration that you were headed toward and that you embody, so that any doubt will have been left behind, so that any intrusions and fears and feelings of what if, had I made the right choice, was there something more that I was meant to discover? Were there other roads better suited for me out there? So that all these things could be explored and examined, and beyond the shadow of a doubt, I would be able to come to you with open arms and say, I am yours and you are mine, and this is unwavering and something which I am beyond the point of questioning. I am on a quest to cultivate that space. I am in a process of release at this moment, and I am still clinging to a version of me that is putting up a formidable resistance to this process. So much conflicting information comes through to me, and I don't know what to believe. Even my dreams seem to trick me, or perhaps they are reliable. I am in this space where up is down, and I can't necessarily decide the right way forward. And so I help to uplift your vibration by remaining silent and adjacent to you, not daring to near your light with too determined of a pace, but at the same time never completely abandoning the thought of you, the memory of you, the feeling and certainty that has been unmatched through any other experience I have had up to this point or since, that you are the unique configuration of what I have been seeking. You are the sanctuary that I need and that I long for. It is I, after all, who is in requirement of preparations. Some of these things I can endeavor myself. Others, other facets of these things, they will have to be done to me by the universe. It is a rocky road, a descent that I am on at this point. But I promise that I will rise from the ashes of who you once knew, and I will take my place by your side. And when I take your hand in mine for the next time, it will be the last and forever. Try not to lose faith in the potential of what might still be between us. Please keep sight on all you have yet to discover and become. Though mine is a journey of things falling away and the world becoming smaller, just like ships in the night, you are headed in another direction. This is your season to bloom and to shine and to replace all that was lost, perhaps even for a moment or an hour, a heart that will be your companion in the absence of mine. Of course, I am jealous at the idea of somebody else standing by your side, but you deserve happiness. You deserve contentment. And until I can become that person for you, I hope that you will not deprive yourself of a single moment of experience, of the potential of so much fulfillment that can fill in the cracks and the empty spaces where the devastation of what has happened and what has fallen apart between us can be mended. Do not fear the love and the tenderness of others, though they are not meant to be with you for the long term. Their temporary stay in your life can serve as a remedy. Please believe that no matter how far I wander, I will always find my way back to you. You are the source of all things, after all, and the destination that I hope to arrive to sooner rather than later. I wish for you upon every star. They need not be falling. It's the ones fixed in the canopy above us that I am certain you will see and will not miss, that I have placed my most beautiful intentions and the words that ought to have been sprinkled before you, as opposed to the silence and the disappointment and the confusion that I left in my wake. Please try to smile for no reason at least once a day, and know that when this joy surges through your heart, in that space, in that very precise essence of time, there you will find us as we should be together in our wholeness and in our perfection as one. That is a place I am working toward, and it is a place you have already arrived at, so please keep holding that light brilliantly for me. I feel you, I see you, and I speak your name in silent prayer and aloud in whispers to the messengers I know will deliver even just an ounce of the love I hold inside for you. Keep an eye on the little signs that trickle in. And as much as your logical mind may want to call these things into question, I know in your heart of hearts you will always recognize the signature of me, just as I could never for a moment mistake the little signs and recognitions I have from you that we are still and eternally together and one. So those are your messages. I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got H, C, K, Q, R, W, L, W, S, L, B, X, and A. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link in the description box as well as in the channel section of my page for that. The format over there consists of readings related to topics other than love and romance, such as spirituality, wellness, ascension, self-love. So if any of that sounds interesting, I invite you to check that channel out. I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. We chose the red flower, along with this card, which says Eternal Flame, and I'll use this as part of the framework for the channeling. I'm going to pull some more oracle cards now, and then I will get into the messages. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense, so using the pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. So what does your future spouse want you to know right now from their higher self? Okay, so we have, in addition to Eternal Flame, Heaven on Earth, Retreat, Sacred Union, Healing Sounds, and Guardian. I wonder if you can see me the way I see you. When I am in the quiet moments deeply within myself, and I have set the intention, universe, show me what I need to see for my highest good. Time and again, more so recently, it is the image of love in the form of a person that moves towards me. At first, you were merely a silhouette, a suggestion, but your features have become so much more clear. Or maybe it is I who am sharpening in my perceptions to be able to see you in the full luminosity of your glow. I am drawn towards you that I forget for a moment we are merely meeting in this liminal space between our bodies. I am frustrated when I open my eyes and find myself alone and yearning. I have to find you. I have to find a way to connect that place of peace within, with a name and a face, and with memories that are made here in the material world. For years, I thought you were just a figment of my imagination, some presence sent to watch over me, guide me, nudge me in the better directions when I was faltering off course or headed the wrong way. More recently, however, I have opened to the understanding that you are, in fact, someone that I am meant to meet. My someone, the one who was made specifically for me before the invention of time. And between this place of knowing and the world I find myself in now, as I look around, and I am mostly satisfied with what I see and with what I have created and have chosen for myself, except for the empty chair beside me where my companion should be. I look around at this place and I think, where to even begin? Were I to send a message in a bottle, who would I even address that to? And so my prayers have taken on a different nature lately. I open and ask the forces that may be, the ones gentle enough to have shown me such a glimpse, not out of cruelty, but out of the promise for me to continue along my path, for there is reward at the end of this road less traveled. I beseech them, gentle ones, please find a way to let my love know I feel you in my heart so profoundly even now. And I know that it's a bit whimsical to imagine we will cross paths one day and instantly say to each other, "It's you, the one from my dreams and my meditations." The meaning of all those love lyrics come to life here and now. But I do know for certain, based on the intensity and depth with which I know you even at this point in time, that our interaction will be far from ordinary, and that what is cracked to life within each of us will be a momentous occasion indeed. I am trying to still myself, to be very present in the moment, in the hopes that I won't become so overwhelmed when I am finally granted access to being able to know you, that I run in the other direction for the sheer fact of disbelief that here is my glory right in front of me, and my life in so many ways is now ready to begin. I keep practicing these deep breaths and this stillness, and the more I lean into that place, the deeper I feel you, the closer you are beside me, and the more this understanding comes to light, that this is not just some joke from the universe, but that I must keep pursuing this particular path. And it is along this place between the worlds that suddenly, when the time is right, our worlds in the material sense will collide. I can't wait for the day when we go beyond being strangers and we become intimate enough with one another to start to question these details. How long ago did you know that you knew me? What were the signs that pointed you in my direction? Did you know from the first moment we locked eyes? Or did you find yourself reeling into a state of disbelief and have to be coaxed back into the present by my higher self from above and the loving arms of the angels all around you? There are parts of me that I am waiting to share with you that have never had a proper venue before. Some of these things I have held deliberately inside. Other parts I feel I only have access to by virtue of discovering you and learning to trust in this eclectic and electric and energetic bond, this marriage, this union of souls that we currently experience with one another. You, in all your mystery, hold infinite answers. And I hope wherever you are out there, that in some way, some of this makes sense, that you are able to nod your head in agreement and gain a little bit of peace, even just for a moment, in knowing you are not alone in your experience and certainty, that there is something more than ordinary love out there, something that even in the most mundane moments will feel magical, something that will endure and persist no matter what comes or what goes, something that is elevated and something that meets you on that elevated frequency, so that two may continue to rise together as one, rather than things having to be held back or left behind in order to make the pieces fit. I am well versed in what love is not, and you, my etheric darling, represent everything that love is, and that I am patiently waiting to acquaint myself with. mind, body, spirit, and soul. So I will continue to set the intention each night before I dream that we will meet in that space in between the spaces. And no matter what costume we wear, if it's just a feeling, a glimpse, or a direct conversation, that we will continue to recognize ourselves and be shown the greater picture, that in all lives, in all circumstances, again and again, no matter what comes or what goes, we always find a way to each other. The choice is always us. Listen for my love to find you in unexpected ways and in the moments when you need it the most. You are on my mind, and you are never far from my heart. And I can't wait for the day when I finally am allowed to find you. So those are your messages. I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got T, B, Q, S, N, I, R, H, P, B, U, X, and H. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link in the description box as well as in the channel section of my page for that. The format over there consists of readings related to subjects other than love and romance, such as ascension, wellness, spirituality, and self-love. So if any of that sounds interesting, I invite you to check that channel out. I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.